Hey everybody. All right, so I'm just gonna burn some Palo Santo. I haven't done this in a while. I used to do this when I started my channel. I was just looking at some Facebook posts before I came on here, and I saw one of my friends who helps organize Envision Festival, and I thought of Palo Santo being in Central America. Okay, so thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. And for smoke alarms, oh my. What can we see for the collective that joins me here? What's going on with the divine feminines at this time? How are the divine feminines experiencing the journey? What are they consciously thinking of regarding their connections and their masculine? How are the divine feminines feeling on the heart space about their connections and about their divine masculine? What are they wishing to manifest at this time? What are they doing? What actions are they taking that will lead them closer to union, directly or indirectly? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit guided solution for that challenge? And what is the direction in the near future? And how can the masculines benefit from the messages here? What is the advice for the DMs? Okay, let's get into it. So, conscious mind about the connections at this time. The Hermit and the World. Oh, wow. So the feminines are coming out of some kind of, I heard, self-imposed or imposed hermit mode. Like something has been keeping the feminines bound to some kind of confines with the hermit in the inverse. Oh, look at that. There's like this circle here around the hermit and the circle around the feminine. It's some kind of protection. So like I heard rejection is divine protection, but feminines, if you've been feeling like circumstances have capped what you're able to do or how you're able to move in the world, look at the joy on this feminine's face. Like there's a flower of life within this circle. There's something going on here where you're going to start seeing that any perceived limitations have actually been blessings in disguise, feminines. So yeah, masculines, your feminines have realized that this journey, your connection has been a very beautiful, stabilizing energy in their lives. And they have been perfectly protected, contained, supported by exactly the developmental rate of these connections. So at times, sure, patience is tested. But the feminines are realizing how capable they are, how far they've come. The world is wholeness. And so they're actually starting to feel themselves coming out into reality, into interaction with other people in a state of wholeness where they're incredibly blessed to have the capacity, the ability, the manifestation powers, the clarity to really, I heard, be someone and to take the action they need to. And they're stepping out of their shell here and doing things on their own, in their own right, not shrinking, not playing small. They're activating. What do you need to know, masculines, about this? That this is a high priestess that you're dealing with. That this has been a major initiation for your divine feminine to come into this wholeness, to come into their intuitive gifts, to come into their alignment, this deep, deep solitude. I'm even hearing, masculines, for those of you that wondered if your feminine was chasing other options or wishing to be with other people, that they've just been going through this big inner transformation alongside your transformation, and that they are starting to come out of the chrysalis into the world as magnificent, intuitively guided, compassionate individuals. The pillars of the high priestess are mercy and humility, and they are stepping out in those energies into the world. And so your connection has actually helped them in ways neither of you fully understand. Sometimes my hair bothers me. Sorry about that. Okay, so what can we see for how they're looking at you? Oh, got two. The moon. Big secrets coming to light. And we have, wow, we have all major arcana. The moon, judgment, and the sun. Moon and sun and judgment. So feminines are seeing how you two are this cosmic match. They're very much focused on their own joy right now, taking matters into their own hands. I'm getting that your feminine may have wanted you to swoop in and swoop them off their feet, swoop in and swoop them off their feet. And now they're giving up all of those externalized fantasies, and they're really just focusing on what feels darn good to them every day. And they're coming into this sense of pride. Look at this, giving up, releasing things, letting their spirit dance, arms wide open in the victory pose there, and this beautiful holistic beaming. Look at this energy, the freedom, it's so interesting because we've been getting a lot of cards of justice for the feminine collective, and justice can very often be attributed to a material realm scenario, but something that's gone on here has caused a freedom of spirit in your feminine. They've seen something on a deeper level here, and it has to do directly with you. The freedom that they have from codependency, from these journeys are so ironic, you know. We love our counterparts so much, and yet there is so much aloofness and sovereignty within the developing stages of these journeys. So these feminines are really allowing themselves the experience of loving who they are, loving who they've become, loving how divine they are, and how capable in their own right is what I'm hearing. What do you need to know about this, masculines? Okay, we have the card of blockage in the inverse. So if you have your feminine blocked, or if they have blocked you, it's time to unblock them. Something very much like that, like a seeing eye to eye. It's time to acknowledge that some level of the work here is done. I'm hearing it's time to play a little and have some fun together. What can we see on the heart space that your feminines are thinking about your connection? Two of Wands, the moon again, but this is in the upright. So they don't know exactly where you're both at on this journey, but you are getting closer to this destined meeting place, this fated meeting. They're surrendering the need to know. There are wolves in this card, and they're like howling telepathically at a distance. There's so much under the surface, but they are reaching each other nonetheless. It's like they're calling out for these secrets, for the depth here. I'm just getting that there is going to be more depth coming in that's going to unfold fairly naturally. Wolves talk about wilderness. This to me feels like the femme fatale archetype, or something that is passé, that's being released. En français. I don't know. There's something here. And there's also hitting the mark. Both paths here. Going towards the shared, we had the sun and the moon, and now we have this eclipse energy, right? There's something about this convergence, things coming together. We have all of these alignments here. We have the sun and the moon coming out in that. We had the world, but we have these two going towards each other. We have the sun and moon in the eclipse here. We have the two wolves. There's a lot of togetherness here on the heart space. What is the advice? Wheel of Fortune. It feels like things are moving closer and closer to converging, coming together. But masculines, you're not meant to watch the pot boil. You're just meant to continue doing your part of it. Continue intending to come together in this divine timing. to allow it, to not resist it, to not push against it. I heard to take opportunities when they arise. I heard don't say no to social engagements. What can we see on the Heart of Hearts for how these feminines are feeling for their masculine? 3 of Cups in the inverse and the Tower. Suddenly they've changed the way they're looking at multiple energies involved. So there's a freedom for these feminines that even if there are third parties or third energies, we've been seeing this theme a little bit recently, there's a game changer way of looking at third energies. It's like something that the feminines thought needed to hold them back, whether that's on your side with other friends, family, people, exes, whatever, or if it's on their side. It's like they are now no longer feeling bound to anything that was attached to them or to you. It's like this third energy doesn't hold power over their mood, their vibe, their freedom. They're giving up the ghost of whatever this clinging to pretense I heard. It's like they're realizing that they were playing small regarding some kind of third energy that was influencing your connection. It's like on the heart space, they suddenly see that whatever this is doesn't actually hold power over them. Oh, masculines, your advice is to focus on the love here. This is the 2 of Cups, the 3 of Cups reducing to the 2 of Cups. So you may have wondered, masculines, why you weren't feeling go time or readiness, but this is saying that your feminine had some kind of assumption or covert belief with the moon twice. There was some sort of a secret or deep subconscious thing that your feminine was holding on to that was keeping this connection at bay. So feminines don't usually speak about or identify those things verbally. They're usually all in, right? They're always proclaiming they're ready, I'm here, come get me, that kind of thing. But this is different. It's like something the feminines didn't even realize was a perspective that was deep within their subconscious that they are now realizing they were giving too much power to, and that they are taking their power back. And you're feeling it, masculine. So pay attention to the love that you're feeling, because something has shifted here with your feminine in their heart space about you, about their readiness, about whatever they were saying was holding them back or you back from this connection. They no longer see it that way. They no longer see it as something that can hold them back. They only see that they can hold themselves back. So for some, I'm feeling that your feminine has been connected to somebody from the past that was influencing the way that they felt at liberty to show up in your connection or to feel like they had access to your connection. That can be on your side, that can be on their side, but they're breaking free from that. What do they wish to manifest at this time? Ooh, the healing and the devil. So they would love to come rushing forward to you, but they know that there is a little bit more that needs to play out fully. So in the material realm, they want to be near you, but they also consciously recognize that there is some balance that needs to be had, because they do want to run to you. They want to not chase, but they definitely want to be near you. This can be a passionate card, but this can also be, I heard, kind of gnarly, have some angst in it, because they know that they have to stay the course with whatever they are navigating. They just know that it doesn't have power over your connection anymore. I'm feeling like they used to think that something had control over whether they could come forward to you or not, and now they know they can. Like your feminine knows that they could have more freedom to come forward, and I heard be naughty even, but they also understand that it's been the healing in disguise. So whatever they thought was holding them back before wasn't, but it coincided with the ability for them to have more space and time to actually heal. this is what's really dawning on them with the Tower energy, masculines, is that your feminine thought that external circumstances were running the show, but they're realizing that the real deal going on was literally the healing needed. So it was, just a temptation to think that the material realm was in control, but it was really a blessing in disguise. What is the advice for the feminines or the masculines? It's actually moving forward. So even though certain things look like a standstill, look like nothing's going on the surface, your feminines are actually moving forward. Your connection is moving forward. Stay focused on the love. Every time you think of the love here, it manifests movement forward. What can we see for the biggest challenge for the feminines? 10 of Cups. The sheer amount of happiness and joy that they feel with you. They want to experience this as a way of life, I heard, all the time, every day. They want to partner, they want to celebrate. I heard they want to have children. Some are overcoming the sadness about not being able to have children. There are many things going on here. I heard rainbow babies with this rainbow here. So some of them are healing from loss of children or the fear that they can't have children. They're overcoming that right now, I just heard. And they're very much focused on the loyalty to you, masculines. So that is the biggest challenge here, that they are moving past some of the external people or beliefs, like whether or not children will be a part of your connection. They're healing on a deep, deep level. Those are very core levels. There's also the rainbow here in this card of Temperance, which is the master healing, master healer energy. And so, the biggest challenge is that they are wishing to blend families, wishing to bring children that already exist into connection, into this connection in a wholesome way. There's a challenge there because to some degree it's the two of you, or both of you have been lone wolves, and they want to start blending lives here. So whether children apply or not, exist or not, will exist or not, it's also about merging your lives in a way, because both of you are so fiercely independent, I'm hearing. What is the advice? Masculines, you're meant to surrender concern about how it's going to work out and just sort of allow this closeness and sweetness to grow. What is the solution to this challenge? Unconditional love and inner child healing. So a lot of the energies I'm getting here that worry about children, or that theme, the themes surrounding children, a lot of it has to do with inner child healing or childhood experiences that have sort of shaped, made or broken certain beliefs or worthiness, image, things connected with children or inner child. And so the solution here is really to have unconditional love about all of it. What is the advice for the masculines? Oh, there's a mother and child here. This is the mother. So seeing your divine feminine in a feminine motherly energy with existing children, the desire to have children, or to find that nurture for their own inner child, or to find that nurture in other ways if children don't resonate, but just seeing that attribute in your feminine that is highly nurturing to themselves, to you, to embrace that, allowing your feminine to nurture you, but to not take advantage of that, but to not also allow them to overly extend themselves to you without gratitude. There's a balance here. these deer are not up walking or taking much action. There's a very cuddly, grounded energy here. So you're being asked to ground this nurturing by allowing it voice. I'm hearing masculines. Receiving your feminine's nurture. Acknowledging your feminine's care and nurture. Oh, I heard falling asleep on each other's chests. How beautiful. So there might be some just downtime, cuddle time, sitting next to each other. Finding a way to just be close to each other without sexualizing it. I'm seeing scenes of like watching movies. Look at all of this cuddling. Are you kidding? Look at that. That dog is sort of cuddling that masculine. We've got another loyal dog here cuddled in two places. We've got this. Look, there's so much cuddle energy here. Viva la cuddling. Oh, yes, cuddling. Cuddles are in order? Wow. What is the direction in the near future? Peace? Oh, and harmony. Here's the Three of Cups. There seems to be some kind of condolences I just heard, but this soothing energy of togetherness here, this loyalty. Masculines, I feel as though both of you are wanting to have an increase of closeness with just the two of you. Here, what is the advice for you masculines? The Temperance card. Look at this outstretched arm, like an invitation to cuddle. There's fire and water, cuddling right there. So masculines, the advice here is for you to extend an offer to cuddle. Like, look at, like, come here, come and cuddle. There's something here where the feminines could use a big hug or some cuddles. Okay, I'm going to pull some advice here and see, or some messages. What would the feminines say to you right now, masculines, if they could say anything about this energy of cuddling and wholeness and completion? It's like they've come through milestones and they just want to ground that energy with you. But it doesn't feel like chasing or longing. It feels warranted, masculines. Yes, King of Wands. This is your green light to, come into this energy where you are generous enough, masculines, to hold physical space for your feminine, to envelop your feminine with protection and provision of I'm just feeling like your physical body being able to encompass your feminine and hug them. Why do I sound so scientific about this description of a hug? To encompass your feminine in protection. Might resonate somehow. Salamanders are about new beginnings. So I just heard there's a touchy-feely new beginning coming in for you and your feminine. Where, because whatever this freedom is, this wholeness is that your feminine is coming into, it feels appropriate to now, be in that neutral energy where you can offer your physical closeness and not fear that it's going to be misread, taken advantage of, made into something extra. It just feels like there's nobody else that your feminine would like to have cuddles with right now. Are you up for it, masculines? Are you up for it? All right, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.